Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Seattle Seahawks. Now a play fake here on first down. Fighting through. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Defense showing blitz. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Past the 20. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 33 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Mahomes is going to run the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 18 yards there and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Underneath for Miller. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
All right, here we go. Green,
They go play action here on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Buying time, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Escaping the pressure right. Uncorks one for Davis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Now we're going to have a timeout called here by the offense as they'll get together on the sideline and talk this one over. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And Freeman lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Able to push his way through. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Wolfe. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, he'll drop the throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Let's go. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. This one complete right side to McDonald. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Green 19. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Kevin Pierre-Louis coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Let's go.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Lamar Miller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And it's up and good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. These short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They go play fake. Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 10. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
He'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he stays up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back near the 25. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Back to throw here. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second down following the incompletion.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Cardinals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! 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 Here we go now. Please. Back to Philly. Here we go. Back to Philly. Here we go.
Working from the gun. Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. We've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Mahomes. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now the backup, Boykin, his first throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Marshall. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Boykin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Again, it's Miller. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had two nice interceptions a week ago. Now two here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Boykin on 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From midfield now, Boykin. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. He'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half for Boykin. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position. It's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he finds McDonald. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's go! 3-19!
Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And Hill with it over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Escaping the play. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Now Boykin on first down. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but That's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now it's Boykin. Flush to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now from the red zone, Boykin on first. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Again on second and 10, it's Boykin. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long for Boykin. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter from Oakland. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go! Blue landing!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And on second and 10 now. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On third down, Boykin. And this is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter from Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Sam Martin now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Here's Thomas. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Let's go. 1, 9.
From the shotgun, Boykin. And this one's incomplete. DeAnthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And the D looking like they may blitz. From the gun on 3rd, it's Boykin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter. In Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards in the red zone this time. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Mahomes. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And that'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught here left side by Britt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll set up to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a handoff to Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Able to fight through one tackle. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brandon Marshall able to get him for a loss of about 3. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Let's go. All right, now, look at this.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He gets it to Thomas. The 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cardinals. DeAnthony Thomas, 77 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not, you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D. Ford in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back to throw. And able to find Decker. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right at the 45. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Here's a give to Miller. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He's back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Back to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone. And that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field. Congratulations to them.
So for Arizona, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7.